Oh no. What's happening? Okay. There we go. Hi, Cherry. Hello, Jeans. Hi, Martin. Hello, Crazy. Thank you, Lyra. Hi, Catherine. Hello, Ducky. Alright, let's put this over here. So, hopefully the mic will stop doing whatever the fuck it's doing. There we go. Hello, everyone.
Hey, hello there.
Hi, how old are you?
I'm 49.
Okay. Do you think body count should matter for women but not for men?
Absolutely.
And why is that?
Well, because the two natures and functions are totally different. One, the woman is the receiver, and she is the womb that produces life or incubates life. So therefore, she also carries the DNA of every man that she has ever had intercourse with. So
That is factually incorrect.
no, I am a living witness of it. Want to know how I can prove it to you?
Do you have like a study?
Well, I've had a son by a woman, and he looks nothing like me. He looks like the guy that she used to be with, but the DNA test proved that he was mine. But he looks nothing like me. All of my other children do. So she was carrying the memory of this man and shaped him in my son.
Okay. Do you have a study?
I have actual life facts, more than a study. It was an actual circumstance.
I have no reason to believe that this is true. And even if it is true,
It's
humans are
deflection.
fallible.
That's your choice.
It's
to
not
deflect.
deflection. I'm asking you for a source. If this happens, then there should be something to back it up.
So if a man says he got shot, you gonna ask him for a source, or you gonna look at his wounds?
Well, yeah, I could look at his wounds, but you haven't given me anything. You're just saying stuff.
Oh, I'm telling you a life experience from a 49-year-old man. Now you're gonna
Yeah, if a dude told me he got
reject
shot,
it.
I have no reason to believe him unless I see evidence. I've been given no evidence.
Well, I was just coming to state my opinion, and you do it with it as you will.
You're Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Bye. Okay. Just for future reference, if you're gonna come up here with an empirical claim, maybe perhaps have sources to back it up. Just a suggestion. It's optional. Because you could just leave. A suggestion. Alright, moving on to the next guest. Also, y'all make sure we're tapping that screen and sharing out the live.
How's it going?
Hi. How old are you?
32.
Okay. Do you think body count should matter for women but not for men?
Yeah, it should. To speak on the last gentleman, he said you didn't believe him when he told you he got pew-pewed. Now,
That's
what
not
if a woman...
that's not
without
what he
evidence.
said. That's not what he
Without
said.
evidence. What he said?
He said that he had a kid and that his kid didn't look like him, and that it looked like his baby mother's last partner. And then he said, and I said, I want evidence. And he said, if a guy gets pew-pewed, are you gonna ask him for evidence or are you gonna look at the wound? The wound would be evidence. So I said I would want the evidence. If he just says it, then I have no reason to believe him. But
Oh, so it's exactly what I said. So my question to you is, if a woman told you she got raped, would you be like, oh, I'm so sorry? Or would you be like, I don't believe you. Show me the evidence?
Oh no, I'd say I'm so sorry because the likelihood of a
Oh
woman getting
no,
shot is incredibly high, statistically
that's a
so.
double
I mean, not
standard.
getting shot. It's not.
You have
The
empathy
likelihood of
for
a
one, but
random
not the
man
other.
being pew-pewed is a lot lower than a woman being raped.
No, it's probably pretty close.
It's not.
But you don't have sympathy. It doesn't matter the rate at which it happens, but you don't ask them for proof and ask for.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying I wouldn't sympathize. If a person told me that he was shot, I'd probably be inclined to believe him. But in a debate space, if you're going to make an empirical claim, you need to provide evidence to back that up.
So if a woman came up here in a debate space and said she was raped, would you ask for evidence, like a court case and stuff, or would you just believe her?
Well, no, I don't use anecdotes as proof, period, which is why I ask for evidence. I would say, I'm sorry that happened to you, but that doesn't validate your argument.
I doubt you would.
I have, actually. People
Is
come
that
up
your
here
real
all the
hair?
time when I do the. No.
Um, very colorful.
Yeah. People come up here all the time during the spanking debates where I say spanking is abuse. And they sit here and they tell me about how their parents beat the shit out of them and they turned out just fine. So I go, I'm sorry that happened to you, but that does not help your argument.
Did you get spanked as a kid?
No.
I think it's good. I think it does, like, it instills, like, discipline, you know?
And trauma.
Not, like, are we talking, like, spanking, or, like, literally beating the kid up?
Spanking?
Yeah, just, like, a couple spanks? Yeah. What would you do if you had a kid and you tell them over and over and over and they just laugh at your face and be like, you ain't gonna do nothing?
Not hit them.
Just give them up for adoption?
No. I try
What
and
would you
sit
do?
them down and ask them why they're feeling this way. And if they're not able to articulate that to me, then I take them to a specialist and see if we could work something out. Maybe I
Oh,
could analyze my parenting. Maybe there's something that I'm doing wrong that I need to work on.
put them on some medication, give them some therapy.
Maybe not put them on medication if the psychiatrist doesn't deem it necessary, but maybe therapy. Yeah.
Yeah, but to get back to the topic, because you got away from it, um,
Sure.
yeah, body count does matter.
That's not the question.
Body count matters for women.
That's not the question.
Why should it matter?
Correct.
Because who wants to be with somebody that's been in the streets, you know?
W
Guys don't
argument.
want that. No, just take a poll. Put a poll up there right now. You got 500 and some people in here. Ask them,
You're
does body
still
count
not
matter?
you're still not answering the question. I feel like
Why
you've been
should
here
it matter?
before and we had the exact same
Yeah,
problem
we
where you
talked
didn't
last
actually
night.
answer the question.
We talked
Yeah,
last
you
night.
never
You
actually
yelled at me
answered
for
this question.
transitioning. You yelled at
I
me
didn't.
for deflecting, and then you did the same thing right now. But why
When did
should
I
it matter?
deflect?
Because, to answer your question, because men do not want to be with a woman who's been with everybody. That's why.
Okay. So
And
again,
men
you're
does matter.
saying it should matter because it does. That's your argument.
It should matter because men are the one dating these women, and it matters to them. That's why I said put up a
So
poll.
it should
Let's see
matter
who's right.
because
If
it
I'm wrong,
does.
I'll drop. If I'm wrong, I'll drop. I'll admit that I'm wrong. Put up a poll and just ask.
Yeah, again, you're not answering the question.
Where are you confused at? And I'll help you out.
You're telling me that it does matter. I agree. I'm saying it should not.
Yeah, and I'm saying it should matter.
And you're saying
for
it
women.
should because it does. That's a circular argument.
I'm saying it should because men are the ones that determine that because they date the women. Without
Okay.
the men, the women would be single.
So once again, it should matter because it does matter. You don't see the circular part?
It
No?
should matter because it does matter, and you need to add to the men who are dating the women.
Okay, so things should just matter if a large group of people say it should?
Well, what's your reasoning for it? Why should it not matter?
Because it mattering causes harm unnecessarily.
How does it cause harm?
It mattering, especially for women and not men, or at least mostly toward women and not to the same degree as men, leads to a lot of things, like slut shaming, which also leads to substance abuse, depression, anxiety, lower self-esteem, and also the spreading of this idea to other women, which leads to competition amongst women, leading to their relationships being stressed.
You just described life. There's cause and effect. You cannot call that harmful or bullying or anything of that nature.
I can't call some causes and effects harmful.
So if there was a man or a woman who's 500 pounds and be like, I can't get somebody to love me because I'm overweight. Well, yeah, because that's not what the audience wants to date.
I don't care.
So how
I
does
think
that
fat
cause
phobia
harm?
is still bad.
That's not
Fat
harmful.
phobia causes harm.
Do you think Lizzo's a 10 out of 10?
Not a 10 out of 10, maybe like a 7.
What do you think you are?
Like a 7.
Yeah, you're a lot better than Lizzo.
Dang.
That's what I'm trying to get at. Lizzo's not a 10. And people be like, oh my God. Like all the women would be like, Lizzo, slay, you're so beautiful. And then
She is
a
beautiful.
man,
I don't. You guys are so sweet. I think like of myself, to myself, I am a 10. But if we're talking about like what general society would think of me, I think a 7. But we're talking about Lizzo because people love bringing up Lizzo whenever they want to degrade women for being fat.
probably about a 3. That's what you would be.
Okay.
Let's do a poll. Let's ask.
A
Why are
pool?
you so scared to hear people's opinions?
I'm
That's
not.
what
I already
that's what liberals
conceded
do.
to
They
the
don't want
fact
to
that
hear the
it.
truth.
I'm not even a liberal,
What are you? You a
a
Trumper?
leftist.
Yeah, so you're a liberal. You're a Democrat.
They are not the same thing.
Yes, they are.
They're distinctly not. But you pop off, I guess.
So do liberals vote for Republicans?
That's not what I said.
Exactly.
Within a two-party
Liberals are
system,
Democrats.
okay, a liberal and Democrat are also not the same thing.
They are.
They're not.
Okay, but liberals are not. Liberals, if you ask people if they're liberal or not, you take all the people that said they're liberal, 99.99 are voting for a Democrat, not a
That
Republican.
doesn't make them Democrats. If you only have two options, that doesn't mean that you are also a member of that party. Even when you go to register to vote, there are like 7 different like party categories that you can assign yourself to, but there are only 2, Democrat and Republican, and then third party.
Yeah,
that
so
you can
like
vote for.
96% of people identify with Democrat or Republican. It's just crazy because I think you said your age was what, 19 or 20?
20.
And you've been so brainwashed in college, and it's really, really sad. Those liberal institutions.
Brainwashed how?
Look at.
We should treat women with respect. Damn.
I agree with that, but
Damn,
but
they ate me
define
up.
it.
They ate me
Define
up.
it.
Damn.
I believe women should be treated with respect, but
Not
define
judging
it.
them in any way that we wouldn't judge a man.
Oh, absolutely, you can judge them. It's called freedom.
I said not in any way that you would judge a man. That you wouldn't judge a
Yeah,
man.
there's different judgments for men and women.
Yeah, I know. I think that's dumb.
Well, that's how the world works.
That doesn't mean that I have to think it's okay.
Correct. And I don't have to think what you think is okay.
Yeah.
Would you date a 500-pound man, or would you take that into consideration
If I thought he
when
was
you're
hot.
looking? You won't answer my question. So if
I
you were
just said
dating a man,
if I thought he was hot, yes.
so if you were dating a partner, what are the things that come into determining if that's you give that person a chance or become your person? Would it looks be one of them?
And yeah.
So you're judging people based off their looks.
Yeah, I'm not saying all judgment is bad. I don't
Then you're
think judgment is
criticizing
inherently
people.
bad.
But then you're
Yeah, I'm not
judging me
saying
for
criticism
judging
is
people.
inherently bad either.
See how we just went in a circle and I debunked your whole argument? You're saying that men should not be able to judge women, but women yourself
That's not what I said either.
judge men when you're going to date them or be friends with them or
I don't
whatever.
think I don't think that all judgment is bad. That's not my argument. My argument is this particular kind of judgment that we only put on women and not men is harmful. And I think that harm is unnecessary.
But you're calling it harmful. Just because somebody's
is.
feelings got hurt doesn't mean it's harmful. It's called
Do you know
freedom
what
of
harm is?
That's not harmful.
Do you know what harm is?
Just because you get offended or somebody gets offended does not mean they were harmed.
Do you know what harm is?
Go ahead and give me the definition of harm.
Cute. Harm is causing distress or pain. calling a woman a slut for wanting to have sex with people, funnily enough, crazy work, I know, it leads to them being psychologically damaged.
That's on them. Words are words. You could say
Wow.
that to another woman, and she
Period.
wouldn't get
You ate that up.
harmed. She wouldn't get
You ate
offended.
that. You ate that up. Period. That.
Oh, I did eat you up.
Yeah.
Rasp it out.
Yeah. The fuck. Yeah. If someone calls me a slut, I'm not gonna care because
called tough
I
skin.
wear.
People
Yeah.
don't have,
People are not required to have tough skin.
and people
why
aren't
should someone
required to
be
care about your feelings.
I never said that they were.
You just are. Because, oh, it's harmful. Your words are harmful to people.
Yeah, that
freedom
doesn't
of
mean you're
speech.
required to do shit. We're having a debate.
Yeah. And
This
there's
debate
people
doesn't
that
mean you are
literally
required
get
to do
told-
anything.
There's two people that get told the exact same thing. One cries about it and gets offended, and the other one shakes it off or becomes better because of it. People do not want to put in the work nowadays to grow themselves, grow their careers and everything, and they just want free handouts and everybody to feel sorry for them.
Free handouts? You mean like not wanting to slut shame people? That's a handout?
That is not a handout, but I was expanding from that. People
How is that
want
relevant
you,
to the argument?
People want you to, just because somebody says something does not mean it's wrong, and just because you get offended does not mean you're right. But that's
That's
the
not what I
way
said
society
either.
is turning into.
Again, how is
You
this
said
relevant
it's
to the
harmful
argument?
to
It is harmful.
SLT
It
somebody.
actively causes harm. It does.
It does not.
It psychologically damages them.
But where do you
We
draw
have-
the
we
line?
have studies
Where do you
to
draw
back
the
this
line
up.
with psychological damage? I'm psychologically damaged because, I mean, I can say anything. That doesn't mean I'm right.
Do you think harming people is good?
Do I think harming people physically is not good?
So you think psychologically harming people is good?
It depends on what you're meaning. You have to understand there's legal psychological harming and illegal.
What? I'm not
Freedom
talking
of
about
speech.
legality. Why
Do
do
you
you
believe
keep
in
saying
freedom of
freedom of speech? Yes.
Because you're saying it's bad to call somebody an SLUT, and I'm saying it's
That
not.
doesn't mean that you're going to be thrown in jail or prosecuted for it. If someone calls me a bitch, they're not going to be thrown in jail, but it's still mean.
So what do you want done? Just to come on the internet and complain?
I'm not complaining. I'm telling
Try
people
to find
that these
somebody
kinds
to
of things hurt
validate your
people.
feelings?
Well, obviously, no.
offended.
If I'm talking
Try to find
to
somebody
only
else who's
opposition,
offended.
if I'm talking only to opposition, who would be validating my feelings?
The people on TikTok.
I'm only talking to opposition. Who's validating my feelings? I talk exclusively to people who disagree with me.
Okay.
Where are my
You have all
feelings
these
being
other people.
validated?
You have all these other people in the comments validating your feelings.
Well, yeah, because
All
they
the
like
people
me.
watching.
But before I gathered this audience, I was still doing the same shit. It's just people happen to like what I do, so they're kind to me in the comments. And I
What do you mean
appreciate
doing
them.
the same shit?
Like, the topics, this is how I began my what's it called? My account. It was like this. I had like
You
no
make money?
followers. Sometimes.
Like how much you make a month? Just out of curiosity, because you have what, 16,000?
Yeah. Like 400?
That's it.
Yeah, it's not a
So
lot.
like when somebody gifts you something, say they spent $1 for that gift, how much of that money do you get? How much does TikTok take?
It's half.
They take half. TikTok
They
is
take
a
half.
scam.
Yeah.
Oh, you need to go to YouTube. YouTube pays more.
Well, I'm not really here to get paid. I'm in college
here
for a
for?
reason. I want to
To
get my
get your
degree.
feelings validated.
Well, again, no. If I'm talking opposition, I'm not getting my feelings validated.
What's your degree for? Gender studies?
Visual arts.
Same thing. So like what kind of career do you want after that? Like what kind of job are you going to get? I have a visual arts degree. What's your
An
next?
art professor.
Oh, so you want
Kaz! Stop!
how much are you spending? Like how much would college cost if you had to pay for it? Because I think you said you had a free ride.
Like 300K?
So is part of your free ride from the federal government?
No.
It's all scholarships
Just one really large scholarship
from like a benefactor
from the school.
based on your
Financial
grades.
need. Well, my grades and also financial need.
So your parents didn't have no income. Like when you fill out your
Parent.
FAFSA, your one parent. So that's from the federal government.
No, it's
They
not from the
probably did.
federal government. I fill out my
So it's,
FAFSA, but according to what my FAFSA says, because my FAFSA will only give me like 3K, which is not covering $300,000. Brown looks at my FAFSA, and based off of that, they give me as much money as they think I need, based off of what my parents have, which is not a lot.
do you think race played into that?
No.
You think a white woman in the same position would get the same amount of money, or a white man?
Yeah, they have. I know them.
So why does Brown think you're like so special? I don't understand it. You have a 4.8 GPA, 36 ACT.
Well, no, my GPA was 4.2. But they
What was
they
your
meet
ACT?
100% of financial. I didn't take the ACT.
What was your SAT?
Like 11, 10.
Isn't that super low?
Not super low. It's like right smack dab in the middle. But I applied
So
during
that's what I'm trying to
COVID.
say. So like Brown University took you. Brown University has an acceptance rate of probably below 10%,
I think it's 7.
7%. So what made you so special compared to all those other people? They had to have higher ACT and SAT scores.
In
And
the
they gave you a
year,
free ride.
yeah, the SAT scores aren't everything. You would learn that by talking to admissions officers.
Yeah, so what was so special about you that they took you in and gave you a free ride at Brown University? The
My
math ain't
artistic
math.
talent
So did you win
and also my
awards?
writing ability.
So do you think if you were a white male that would have happened?
Yes.
I don't think it would.
The school meets 100% of financial need regardless of race. That's kind of the whole point.
But you had to put race down on your application though, so they knew what race you were and what sex you were.
I didn't have to put race in my application. You can just not do that.
The math just ain't math. 1100 SAT is
Oh,
average. I mean,
thank you for the $10. Goodbye. To the people saying not to answer his questions, I'm not scared to answer his questions. I have nothing to hide. Honestly, I was just bored. Let's see who. W Choco Milk.
Oh, hi there.
Hi, how old are you?
19.
Thank you for the heart me. What year were you born?
04.
Okay. What month?
October.
Okay. Do you think body count should matter for women but not for men?
I think it matters for both, but more so for women than men. I'm not saying it doesn't matter for men.
Okay. Well, I just want to emphasize the word should here. Not does,
Yes.
but should. But do you think it should matter equally?
Equally, I guess not necessarily, no.
Okay. So then you think it should matter more for women?
Yeah.
Okay, why is that?
Well, let me just give you a scenario here. Let's say like there's an island of only like there's only one guy on the island and there's a bunch of women. You could repopulate and everyone would know who the dad is, right? But so let's reverse the scenario and it's a woman and then there's like a bunch of men there, then how would you know who the dad is?
Like on an island?
Yeah, like this is just like for a
Are they
scenario
just
sake.
is every woman fucking every man on the island?
No. I'm just putting this in a scenario. The details don't really matter. It's just that let's say there's
Well, yeah, but like I'm
yes.
asking you like what the details of the scenario are because like if they're able to keep track of who they're having sex with, then if we look at phenotype and who they had sex with, you'd probably be able to put two and two together.
I mean, yeah, they would be fucking everyone else on the island. Yes.
Okay, then probably wouldn't know. But on an island where you're just taking care of people, like I don't see why knowing the dad would be important.
Well, because in this day and age, there's a lot of people end up cheating on whoever they're either dating or their spouses, and then they lose track of that and they don't know who their dad is.
Well, if everyone on the island is fucking everybody, I'm pretty sure they'd know. That'd
Well,
be a
in
pretty
this,
big secret to keep.
yeah, in the woman's scenario, like, how would you know who got her pregnant?
Phenotype?
Oh, what do you
That'd be your
mean?
best
Like,
guess.
what the baby looks like?
Yeah. And let's say, for example, your partner is like Asian and they come out like my skin tone with a big nose. Probably not your partner's kid.
Okay, but
Probably not.
what if people on the island all look similar?
Oh, then, oh well. I mean, again,
Okay,
if they're all fucking on the island, like, I think we're beyond the point of caring about who the father is. Like at that point, it's just Orgy Island, which is fine. W Orgy. I just don't think that who the parent is relevant.
okay, but what if someone there wanted to know if it was their kid or not? Because then that would determine if they would want to take care of the kid or not.
Oh, well, I mean, that's a relatively selfish way of living your life, but pop off. I guess the only way would be to completely and utterly isolate yourself from people with a penis, which sounds awfully unhealthy to me, but I mean, that's an option. I mean, I'm assuming when you say on an island, you mean like away from technology, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see
No more
what you
cock, I guess.
I can see where you went with that, and yeah, that was probably not the best route to go.
Perhaps. Maybe just a little. Like, just a tad. Do you have another point you'd like to use? Because I'll be honest with you, man. I don't. I feel like you could do better than that. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, but
No, it's alright.
I did bring up how women do end up fucking a bunch of people and they don't know who the kid's dad is, and then they gotta go and get a DNA test for that, and it gets
Well,
turned
yeah, but
into a really
like,
big legal mess.
okay, if you're getting the DNA test and none of the parties are denying the test, then like, there shouldn't be a problem. But also, wear a condom and use birth control.
Okay, but what about the married women who step outside their marriage?
Well, then the problem isn't body count, then the problem is infidelity. You can cheat on someone and only have been with one person your entire life.
Pardon?
You can cheat on someone and only have been with one other person your entire life. This wouldn't have to do with body count. This would have to do with infidelity.
Okay, but saying that you've only been with one person and then saying that you can cheat on them, those are contradictory statements because that would imply that you've been with more than one person.
I said one other person your entire life.
Oh, one
Like
other
you're
person.
with one person right now. You were only with one other person your entire life, so your body count currently is one, maybe two if you fuck the person you're with right now. You can still cheat. Like it's possible.
Okay, but the scenario that I'm trying to get at here is where a scenario where a man ends up taking care of someone else's child when that's when for the duration of, like, I don't know, like, let's say that they just found out the kid was there for, like, let's say like they're 15 or something, and I was taking care of someone else's kid for like 15 years, and then I just found out he wasn't my kid. I would feel like my life was stolen from me.
Well, yeah, but again, this would be a problem with cheating. This wouldn't be a problem with body count.
But it increases your body count.
Sex? Yeah. What does that have to do with cheating? My body count is 11. I've never cheated on anyone in my life. And there are people with a body count of 2 that are cheating with their ex as we speak.
That's not my point.
Yeah, no, that's not your point. I'm saying your point falls flat because the problem is infidelity. The problem is not the body count. Like you're saying cheating is bad, and I agree. Cheating is absolutely awful. But it doesn't help your point.
I don't think I understand what you mean by that, because
Okay.
no. I understand what you mean. I get what you mean.
Okay. I'm sorry, someone just called me a sex demon. They didn't spell sex right, but they called me a sex demon. And I think that's fire because my name on Instagram is succubus._Samaya McGrady. They kind of ate with that. Thank you for recognizing me and seeing me for who I am. I am, in fact, a sex demon. Do you have any more points you'd like to point out?
No, I was just thinking for a second because I just realized what you meant, because and you're completely right about that, but okay, so there's this study that the University of Utah, I think, did, and women who were virgins or had like 5 or less body counts were able to have happy marriages. We talked about this last time that I was on here talking to you.
Is this not true of men also? I also have not seen the study
it was
before, but
emphasized more on women than men.
okay. But did it show findings for both?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Can I
would
have the
have
name of the study?
Yeah, I'd have to look that up right now,
Okay, that's fine.
just so that I can. So it's been a while since I looked at the study.
That's okay. We can wait. Also, Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal are in the bio. Thank you for the roses. Have you guys heard Sabrina Carpenter's new song, Taste? That shit goes so hard.
It is a little bit difficult for me to find this thing since I'm doing it all on my phone, and TikTok doesn't let me open multiple things correctly.
Okay. You said it was from the University of Utah? Okay.
Yeah.
University.
Hold on, I'm opening up my computer right now so I can do this easier.
Okay. Thank you for the heart puffs, Catherine. Also, thank you for the roses, Raccoon. University of Utah. Maybe I'll be able to find it. Oh, you've quite an impression. 5 feet to be exact. Oh, that song goes so hard. Only thing I found from the University of Utah is more sex partners before marriage doesn't necessarily lead to divorce. So. Oh, thank you for the high bears.
Hold on.
And thank you guys for hitting the goal.
Yeah, I finally got Google open on my computer here.
Okay, no worries. I would also just, I don't know if you heard me or not, but I found from University of Utah, more sex partners before marriage doesn't necessarily lead to divorce.
Oh, yes,
But,
I
I'm gonna
heard
wait.
that.
I'm gonna wait though. But I'm gonna wait. my gosh, guys. You guys are so kind to me. Thank you.
Oh, fuck my Wi-Fi.
With consent and lube, I'd hope. What's wrong with your Wi-Fi?
I'm sorry, I'm at college right now, so my Wi-Fi is very unstable.
Oh yeah, that shit terrible. Oh, thank you for meeting the goal again, guys. You're so nice to me. Thank you. Hopefully that sends a live out to more individuals. No, guys, I didn't find the source. I found a different source from the same place, but I don't think this is the source that he wants to use. Check your Cash App. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm probably gonna have to come back to you later because my Wi-Fi is not working at all.
Okay. I was told to check my Cash App. There's nothing there to find, but thank you. And it's okay. If you want to come back one day and have the source pulled up, I'm so down to look into it.
I was able to pull it up last time. I just kind of lost what search I used in order to get that study, and my laptop is not working that well either. So,
As a college student, I fully get it. I promise. Again, if you want to come back anytime, but thank you for coming up.
yeah, if my Wi-Fi starts working later tonight, I'll try and rejoin the live. See how that
I'll
works.
be up here for a while, so hopefully I'll see you.
All right, see you later.
Bye-bye. All right, moving on to the next guest. Y'all, please hop in the guest request if you think body count should matter for...
Hello?
1 second. 1 second. My little sister just texted me, my friend Aaliyah just saw your live and watched you call yourself a sex demon, so I went into her TikTok account and blocked you. Just know it was me, queen. Anyway, hi, how old are you? How old are
can you hear
you?
me?
Yes, I can. Yes.
I'm 24.
Okay. Do you think body count should matter for women but not for men?
Yes.
Why is
And
that?
I kind of want to pretense it like what the guy before me was saying. I don't think it's right for either to have a high
I'm
body
sorry,
count.
this is so funny. Sorry.
Do your thing.
She's 14.
Oof.
Get the fuck off of my live, Nevaeh. What are you doing? She was supporting you, though. She said your lives are interesting. Thanks. Thank you. I'm sorry. I'm being rude.
No,
Please
no,
continue.
you're good. It's kind of funny. But yeah, I do. Kind of for the similar reasons that the guy before was saying, with the whole knowing who the dad of the child is, but also I was listening to the conversation you were having with the guy before that, and there are some things that he was saying that made sense as well. In terms of like a woman's body count matters a little
Hey,
more.
Matt.
What's that?
Oh, no. I saw Matt pop up, as in, like, he's here. So, hi,
Gotcha.
Matt. But go ahead.
That. And I think it matters more because of the gender you're trying to attract. So the reason it matters more for a woman is because it matters more to men, I believe. And not even for insecure reasons. I don't know why it is, but men just don't want a woman that's been with everybody. And I feel like for that reason, it falls right back onto the females. Am I making sense?
No, yeah, just maybe don't call women females.
or
Also,
women. Yeah,
it's yeah. Also, I think at the end of the day, like what it really comes down to is insecurity. But I don't think that being insecure is like an inherently bad thing. We all have insecurities.
sure. Yeah.
The problem though is I'm not asking you why does it matter. I'm asking you why
Okay.
should it matter?
Why should it matter?
Yeah, like why ought it matter?
Okay. I don't know. I guess I'm not a woman, so I can't really feel the way you guys feel, but anytime I've ever heard of a woman having sex with a guy, I feel like there's usually some kind of feeling involved, some kind of emotion. There's something about that person that you're willing to give yourself to that I feel like if you do that over and over and over again, it's kind of like going against your nature to like keep trying that over again. I don't know if girls, women, whatever, really have that in them to just kind of do hookup culture. I don't know. Is that like a normal thing for girls? Like, is that something?
Not from what I've noticed, no.
Gotcha.
Which is why usually I don't take anecdotal evidence because it would just be he
Sure.
said, she said. But yeah, I don't see women being more emotionally attached than men. In my own personal experience, there was a guy I was hooking up with for like a year and some change, and he started being really pissy toward me because we couldn't date because I'm polyamorous and he's monogamous. But instead of just like cutting things off, he just like low key treated me like shit because he was mad that we couldn't date. And I was like, I thought you just wanted to give me penis, but
Sure.
I guess that's not.
And you cared nothing for this guy at all. Like you just
I
saw
cared
it
about
as
him greatly, like, but as a
okay.
friend, like I would do anything for him, but I wasn't really interested in him romantically.
Sure. Okay. So, and if that's the case, I mean, I guess it's fine, but kind of back to my point of why I think it should matter for a person spiritually. Like, you kind of
Oh,
engage in a spiritual connection when you have sex with somebody. And like I said, for a woman, they're creatures of feeling, emotion, nurturers. And I feel like to nurture things around you better, you first need to kind of take care of yourself in terms of who you decide to give your body to. And I guess for guys the same. That's why I was saying I do think that men should also take that into consideration. But I feel like it might get a little deeper for women.
okay. So I don't believe in spirituality or
Sure.
any other
Okay.
kind of like supernatural kind of. Thank you for the $45 on Cash App, Amanda.
Oh no, is that a kick?
No, it wasn't a kick. She just sent a heart. A kick is
Oh,
specifically $10. Not the
I
oh
got you.
no.
I'm like, damn, I'm out of here.
Thank you for the $45, Amanda. W
Sure,
Amanda.
yeah, and I'm reading the comments. I agree. It is for the person in general, but I don't know. I guess if I had kids or if you had kids, and say you have a son and a daughter, and your daughter's bringing home a different girl every night for a week, and your daughter does the same thing for a week, would you not see it a little differently for your daughter?
Well, you said like a different person every day or a different person every week?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
A different person every day?
yeah.
So I think this depends on her age. If she's
Okay.
like
She's 18. She's a
freshly 18.
consenting adult. Yeah.
No, yeah, I'm not saying that. Like obviously if she's not an adult, then whoever the fuck
Yeah, yeah.
you're gonna die. I'm beating your ass.
Yeah, for sure.
You're going to prison, but before you go to prison, I'm going to grab a hammer and beat you upside the head with it. But no, if she's like freshly 18 and she's like first dipping her toe into sex and
Hmm.
she has a different person every single day, I wouldn't condemn her for that or shame her for it. I would just wonder like what is leading her to do this with her first sexual experiences. Like I would say that
Sure.
maybe this is something to look into. Not that there's anything wrong with her necessarily, but this could be indicative of like maybe previous abuse that's happened before,
Okay.
or like her being in search of something that she might not have at home. So I would probably like ask her if she's okay with therapy or if she like wants to
Okay.
have a talk.
Perfect.
But I
So
wouldn't like, be like, you're a whore or like you should
yeah,
respect yourself more as if like this means you don't respect yourself.
absolutely. Yep. And so if you're looking at it like that with her, then how would you look at it with your son? You would see him as a horny 18-year-old kid,
No, I would do the
right?
same thing.
You'd think he'd have some kind of underlying
Yeah.
issues if he's bringing home a bunch of chicks.
A different person every single day for a week.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I guess that's a little extreme.
Yeah.
Even if it was fewer than a different person every week or every day in a week, I don't know. I guess I don't know. Everybody's a little different on how they would see it. I would totally agree with you with the daughter. I would think there was something going on, like she is something happened, or there's something going on in her head to think that's okay, or that's what she needs to do to feel whatever she needs to feel validated or whatever. But if it was my son, I would probably see it a little more as like he's going through his first sexual experience. He's just trying to go crazy with it, and I don't think it'd be right either way back to that point. But I would see it a little more as an issue with a daughter than a son.
Okay, but like, why?
Be- because,
Because, like, statistically speaking, there wouldn't be a difference. If you're a young person and you've been having sex with like a different person every single day for a week, or like
sure.
you have like such a large amount of sex partners, or even if you're just with one person but you're having sex like multiple times a day every single day, like that gives sex addict regardless of your gender. So
Yeah,
why
yeah,
is there a
definitely.
difference between a daughter or the son?
Kind of back to the nature thing, I guess. And you can kind of see it, and I know they're going to flame me in the comments for this, but when you look at things like, so real quick science lesson, humans are mammals, etc. So when you look at things like a pride of lions, for example, you don't ever see like one female lion with a pack of male lions trying to reproduce like that. It just doesn't really work out like that. But you will see one male lion with a pride of female lions reproducing with all of them. And I'm not trying to say that we're animals before they go ahead and throw me under the bus with it, but still with that same kind of nature inside of us being mammals, I feel like that plays a part into why a male would want to pursue multiple women very quickly rather than like a female trying to pursue multiple men.
Okay. So the thing about that is, unfortunately, we are not lions.
I knew you were going to say that, bro. I knew
But
that
the
was
reason
coming.
why that doesn't work is because you'd have to prove to me that it is within a woman's nature, like inherently so, to be nurturing and monogamous, but it's not for men. Like this would just be like speculation or like an idea that you have. But if this is not provable, then I have no reason to believe it because I've met a variety of people that either do or do not fit the bill that society thinks they should. So I don't think that that'd be a very good argument.
Okay, I got you. And you guys all have a point with this. There's a lion in each of us is crazy. I don't know. It might just be like social conditioning. Maybe after all of these years of, I don't know about you, but my dad has multiple kids by multiple women, but my mom has kids by one man. And I guess seeing that and then listening to music and hearing, I don't know, your favorite rapper talk about fucking 20 bitches is
Oh,
kind of like
also
conditioning.
apparently male and female lions are polygamous.
Well, yeah, they are, because eventually a stronger male or whatever, more dominant male, or one gets kicked out the pack, they are eventually polygamous. But when they're in that social structure, they are only reproducing with the male that's around.
Wow, I don't
So
know
they
words.
so if you would put them all in an arena and you put 3 males and 20 females in there, eventually there would be 1 male left and all of them would reproduce with that 1 male. But because they're not trapped in a big circle with each other, eventually, yeah, one will die off and another will come in, and then that creates what would be the polygamy and the Pride Alliance. But to get off of that point, why I think it still should matter a little more is for kind of the same reasons, again, what the last guy was saying too, in terms of knowing who the biological father of a child would be. So jumping back to our daughter and son, if our daughter's bringing home a bunch of guys, there's 7 different guys that could possibly be the father of her child if she gets pregnant. But if one of the females that the son gets pregnant comes back, you always know who the father
You
of that.
gotta stop calling them females.
Sorry,
You
I'm.
got to
It's just my.
stop calling them. Listen,
What's
I
the
know.
difference, if you don't mind me asking?
Sure.
Like,
Any species on the planet can be female. Only humans can be women. So when you call women females, it's dehumanizing.
oh, okay, so you're saying women are female humans.
Yes.
Okay, so women. Sorry,
No worries.
but yeah,
But
back
again,
to
like, I don't know why you're making this particular distinction for women, but not boys or men. Like, we have paternity tests. You could just get swabbed and you'll find out.
sure, but what if they don't get swapped?
Then
Say there was
shit
no
out of
swabbing.
luck.
Well, yeah, I guess, but
Like,
for men,
why
you
would they
would know.
deny the DNA test? Like, just get the test. I don't understand.
Yeah, sure, yeah. In this day and age, absolutely, just get the test. But in the greater things, where say they don't have tests, then even back to that same point, a man would still know who his kid is rather than
Okay.
a woman without a test, if it was that same scenario.
Okay, but what does this have to do with, like, you were just saying it'd be harder to find out
No, I'm saying a
who
woman should know
the
who
father is?
her child's father is. That's why the body count should matter,
Why
because she should know.
why ought a person know who the father is?
To hopefully raise them in a 2-parent household, I would hope.
Well,
But
yeah, but if you had sex with 7 people, it means you have 7 options for a father. Why does that person have to be related to the kid? Because that's what you're saying. The problem is the
yeah,
related part. But why is that relevant?
because a woman has to carry the child is why I think it's relevant, because you bring that with you now. And I think that you should know whose child you're carrying. A woman is always attached to a child. Men, they do it all the time. Not right, but men will go out and have kids and dip. But a woman always has to bear that responsibility. So knowing who the father is even more important there's never a question of who the mother is.
Wait. So body count should matter more for women because men abandon the women?
Exactly. In choosing
You
who
hear
you
this
give.
shit, right?
No,
Right?
listen to me. To hear me out. Hear me
Sir.
out. And choosing who you sleep with should be even more important for that reason exactly. Is because you don't know who's what, and broadening that net or adding to that number is just throwing more chances that you have to carry a child or live with something that, you know.
So,
They
so
don't.
body count should matter more for women because men are fucking women and abandoning their children. I just want to make sure
That's
that
not that's not the complete point I'm trying to get at, but that's
that
I think in a perfect world, everybody would find the person they love, and that none of this would be a question. But it does happen all the time, and I feel like, and you could also say like they could just use protection, and then you could keep fucking, and then
yeah,
have
I
a
mean
good
I
time.
mentioned that earlier, but I guess we're just talking about people who fuck raw for some reason.
I mean, they do that too. Not right, but that's also, you know. Yeah, if you don't mind me asking, I know this might be kind of a weird question, but every single person that you've slept with, you've had protection?
Not all of them. My two partners, no. Otherwise, yeah.
Okay, so that's good. That's responsible. And you should keep doing that. But I don't know. I guess, I don't know. There's no real way, and there's nothing wrong with it. At the end of the day, I just think that's why it should matter a little more. If I was a woman, I think that it would matter more to me. I would want to kind of hold myself up to a standard that,
No, right, but like you still haven't provided like a reason why though. Like you're just saying that it should because it's within their nature, but you haven't exhibited that that's true. You're just saying that it is, but we haven't been given any evidence for that to be the case.
okay. Were you raised by your mom or your dad?
My mom,
By your mom? Have you asked her what she thinks about it?
no,
What about like your grandma?
sure. She said, "You're an adult. I don't care what you do.
I got you,
Just
but
be
have
safe."
you asked them why they think it should matter more?
That she never told me that it did matter more. Like you mean did I ask her this question? No.
Yeah.
No. But she's called men whores before, so I feel like I don't think she agrees with this.
I'm not denying that men are whores. I cannot vouch for us. I'm sorry. We all know what it is. But you can call, and you were saying earlier that people calling women whores and slut shaming and etc. was emotionally damaging. But I feel like that's kind of back to that nature thing I was saying, is because calling a woman a slut will offend them or will like hurt their feelings. But calling a man a slut is like, fuck yeah, bitch, I'm a slut. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, whatever. I don't give a shit. Why do you think there's that difference of reaction between calling a woman a slut and a man a slut?
Because of misogyny.
Because of misogyny?
Yeah, the word slut is not used to offend men. It's used to offend women. As you can tell from the side that you're arguing on, whenever men have a lot of sex, this is not viewed as an inherently negative thing. But when women do it, it is. So obviously, slut is like a badge of honor for a man, and it's a badge of shame for a woman.
Okay. What do you think would be a term that would offend a man?
Sexually,
I guess, yeah, sure. Yeah.
virgin.
A virgin? Okay. So a man would be shamed for not having sex,
Yeah.
and a woman would be shamed for having too much sex. Why?
Which is bad for
Why would
everyone involved. Like that's the stupidest
yeah.
shit. This is dumb as fuck. Like I don't know why this was greenlit. Like that don't make no type of sense.
But the fact that a man would be shamed for not having sex,
Yeah, that's also bad.
yeah, yeah. But a
Yeah.
woman would be shamed for
Yup.
in so you see it like this because it just seems like what it would be. It's like, yeah, you don't have your fucking virgin, go touch grass, go do something outside, dumb boy. And a girl would be like, yo, go back in the house and chill out, you fucking whore. Like, you see how that kind of like just seems like the right way that it would go if you were trying to insult someone, like
Well,
a
it's only
guy.
the right way it would go because of how society is set up. But by the right
Exactly.
way that it would go just means that like that it seems like it makes sense. But something making sense under patriarchy doesn't make it okay. Like the only reason why
Sure.
virgin is an insult toward men is because the whole women need to be conquered idea went so far that it came back around to bite men in the ass.
Okay. From the social conditioning that's been
Yeah.
brought up over time. Okay. I got you. Well, yeah, I mean, I guess if you really think about it, the societal conditioning and the patriarchy, or I don't know what you called it, but is, how do I say it? It's like, I don't want to say all we have, but it's the way that things
No.
are and the way that things have been and the way that things are going. So I feel like it's hurtful to call someone a slut or a whore is because they're going against the norm, or a woman having a high body count isn't like a normal thing. And so maybe that's why it should matter more, is because when it isn't a normal thing, you get those insults and you get your feelings hurt and you go through what a woman goes through. So maybe rather than like trying to, I don't want to say change, but like go against it, maybe there's a reason for why it should matter.
Well, yeah, but I'm asking you for the reason though, bestie.
I know, and I'm trying to give you a reason. I'm kind of beating around the bush with it, and I feel like I know what to say, but like all of these little things are adding to the reason of why it should matter. It's like it should matter for biological parenting. It should matter for your feelings getting hurt. It should matter for all these different little things, and those are all the reasons.
If you care about if you care about people's feelings getting hurt, then you should think that it shouldn't matter for either, or that it should matter equally for both.
No, but people don't care about other people's feelings.
But this
They
is an
care about
alt
their
claim.
actions.
Do you think
know?
people should not care about other people's feelings?
No, I think everybody should take everyone else's feelings into consideration when you go to calling them names and stuff. But if people are doing things and by their actions, everybody has a judgment. So like if your actions are, having a different guy over every day for a week, then obviously people, even if they don't say it, people are going to think it. And I think that's why some women that are slut shamed have that anxiety, because even if nobody says it, they know they're thinking it.
I'm sorry. I fully zoned out. I sincerely apologize.
No, you're fine.
I'm so sorry. Could you please repeat?
You're
Dead
good,
ass.
bestie.
I sincerely apologize. I'm so sorry.
You're good. I just, so back to all those things I was saying were the reason, but back to what we were getting at with the name calling and all that stuff, that leads, people's actions lead to other people's judgments of them. I don't think that
Yeah,
you
but
should
do you
go
think
around
these
hurting
judgments are
people's feelings.
good?
Yeah.
Do you think the judgments are good?
I think they're necessary to determine the kind of person you're dealing with.
No, I'm not saying all judgment is bad. I'm saying this particular kind of judgment. Do you think it's a good thing?
I think it's necessary
You
to
think
understand the kind of person you're
you
dealing
think
with.
calling women's whores and shit is necessary?
No, I think observing a woman's actions before she gets with you will kind of determine the person you're dealing with and how they may act in the future. So if your girlfriend, you find out she has 30 bodies and she's 20, you know what I'm saying? Then maybe you would think like, okay, maybe I'm just another number, or maybe this is who she is and she just likes being with different people. So you kind of have to use what the past gives you to kind of determine the future.
But
I'm not
this
saying
wouldn't
people
apply to
can't
men.
change. Huh?
But this wouldn't apply to men. Question mark.
It could definitely apply to men. I just think it
Okay,
applies to women a
so
little more because
but
men decide
why?
to give the
But
ring.
why? But why
Because men
though?
decide to give the ring.
Okay.
So that's why. It's because
So it should matter
you're
because it does. That's your argument. That ass.
no. Hear me out. Hear me out, God. Hear me out.
I've been hearing you out for like 10 minutes.
I know.
My ears
I'm trying to tell you.
hurt.
It's because a woman who's trying to attract a man has to take into consideration what
So
that
it's
man is.
exactly what I just so it's exactly what I just said. So it's exactly what I just said. It should matter
It,
because men care about it. It should matter
yes,
because it does.
and for women, it should matter too if a woman cares about it. But
Okay,
it
so
doesn't seem like women care about it.
do you think that we should just things should matter because men say they should? Is that a principle you apply like blanket or is it just for this?
Sorry, repeat that.
Is this a blanket thing that you think like things should just matter because men say they should? Or is it just for this?
I think yes, in a blanket, yes. And I don't want that to hold on, hear me out. You're gonna say I'm misogynist. Listen, hear me out, God, hear me out.
I'm not gonna say you're a misogynist. I'm gonna say you have to commit to a lot of fucked up shit. So you might want to revise that before I
Okay,
rebuttal
okay,
you.
okay. Go,
Before I
don't do me,
give you
don't
this
do me,
rebuttal, you might want to revise that shit.
don't do me on here. Don't do me on here. Okay, listen. And the reason I say that, and
It's about to be a
I
mean
want to
rebuttal,
tread
man.
lightly.
You better fix this shit
I
up.
want to tread lightly. I want to tread lightly. I think that if majority of the world cares about something, that there's a reason.
Doesn't mean
Okay.
that that reason is good.
It doesn't, but it means there's a reason.
Why
Okay.
is this relevant?
If
Don't make me hit you with the ad absurdism, man. Man,
no,
you
no.
got one more again. You got one
All
more
right, all right.
again to revise this shit before I hit you with the absurdism. Don't.
So in terms of a relationship between a man and a woman, I think that for a man, it's an important thing of a woman's body count. And it shouldn't, I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying it is. And for a woman, I think it is important for a
But
man's
that's what
ability
I'm.
to provide.
Sir, I'm gonna give you one more chance.
What I say
I'm gonna give
wrong?
you one more chance.
What I say wrong?
Should. Right now,
Yes,
your
this
argument
is why
boils
it
down
should
to
matter.
it should matter because it does. That is a circular argument.
No,
You're
I'm
saying
telling you
that
why
it
it should
should
matter.
matter because the majority of people think it should. That condemns you to a lot of fucked up shit. Matter of fact, you know what?
Hold on.
Fuck it. I'm
Hold
gonna give you
on.
absurdism. Nope.
What's absurdism? What is that?
A reductio ad absurdism is where I give you a scenario that compares nothing else but logic. If you are logically consistent, you have to agree with the premises and the conclusion. If you are logically inconsistent, that means you lost. So I'm going to give you this.
Okay.
Do you think slavery was okay?
No.
Why not?
Because I don't believe making anyone do anything against their will is okay.
Cute. However, there was a point in time where the majority of the people in America thought it was okay. So why is it okay for the majority of men to think this and that makes it okay, but it's not okay for the majority of the people in America to think that slavery is okay?
I don't think the majority of people in America thought slavery was okay.
Well, that's how slavery was.
A majority of the people weren't in the Confederacy. A majority of the people were
No,
in
you're
the
talking about the
Union.
Civil War. This is before the Civil War began. There was no need for a civil war when people in America were bringing slaves over. Like it wasn't until after the slaves were here that people started to disagree with slavery. But when they were brought here, the general consensus was, "A, black people are subhuman and we need manual labor. So let's take them." Do you think that was okay because a
Sure.
large group of people thought it was?
Well, I think that's a hard argument to make, because there could have been a time where there were 20 Englishmen with 10 slaves, and yeah, of course, the majority of people would have thought that slavery was okay at that time. But I feel like the reason slavery still doesn't exist is because the majority of people didn't think it was okay.
Well, no, it's not because the majority of people didn't think it's okay. It's because the people that did think it wasn't okay worked really, really, really hard. But the fact that slavery existed at all is not because of a minority. It's because of the majority. Also, a lot of
Sure,
people that
yeah.
fought in the Civil War were black. They wouldn't have been there unless they were brought over here. But slaves didn't have a say in anything. So the people with
Yeah.
the power, which were the majority, they were the ones who were deciding what was right and what was wrong. If we go by what the
Yeah.
majority thinks, then you have to say that slavery was good when everyone else thought it was good, up until they didn't.
Well, I'm talking about the majority now. The majority then probably thought like a lot of fucked up shit that we would think is fucked up now was okay.
Yeah, exactly. I agree
They
with
were
you.
like cutting people's heads off in the town center and shit, and I don't
Yeah.
think that's okay. But they at that time thought that was okay. I'm talking about now. Like
Right. So then
now,
what's
I
the
feel like
difference
we've kind of
between
gotten to
that
a.
being bad now, but not then, and me thinking that this is bad now, but you don't? And then in the future, people realizing that this is bad.
That the body count thing, is that what you're getting back to?
Yeah. That's why I asked you the question. If your
And I mean,
argument
there
is
may be a
majority
world in the
rules,
future that people think it's totally fine. It's like a normal thing. Like, hey, Orgy Island again. You know what I'm saying? Like, get
well,
down.
yeah, but if you
But,
think that if your argument is majority rules, then anything that the majority of society deems okay would have to be okay.
well, I did say that I think the majority of people care about something for a reason. I didn't say that it was always a good reason. I think that,
Okay, so then how does it
and
justify your argument? You're just telling me that it matters. I know it matters. I'm saying it shouldn't. But if you're making an odd claim, because that's what you're doing, I'm saying it should not, and you're saying it should, right? So that means that you think it's right or wrong. This is a moral argument.
okay, I got you. So if I had to pick if it was right or wrong if a woman had a high body count, I would. I can't really say it's right or it's in the middle, because somebody can think something's
Yeah,
right, and
period. I think it's
there's
amoral. Per.
yeah,
But you're
and
arguing that it should
and
matter.
so what people think is right or wrong is so fluid, because in the Middle East, I've never been, I can't confirm, but what I've heard is that they, in some religion, believe that it's right that women don't become educated, or women don't, and that's what people think is right.
You're proving my point right now, bestie.
How?
You just said that just because the majority of people think something doesn't mean it's okay. Yes, I agree. That is the whole argument that I just made, and you agreed with me.
But specifically with body count,
Yeah,
I think that it
right.
still should
That is
matter.
what makes you logically inconsistent. If you only hold this principle for this, that's called a special plea. You'd have to explain to me what the relevant distinction between this and the scenario you just named are that makes this logical inconsistency okay to have.
It's because they're two different things. They're different. You're asking me if slavery is right or if body count should matter. Like, of course, I'm gonna say slavery was wrong and body count should matter. It's because
You
they're
know,
different.
you know, thank you for the $10, Sierra. You know,
Appreciate it,
it's
Sierra.
it's been real. Peace. Thank you. She said, "Kick please," with a pink heart and a blue heart. W Sierra in the chat. I want to see some W Sierras in the chat. Yeah. Hello?
Hello?
Hi, how old are you?
27?
Okay. Do you think body count should matter for women but not for men?
Yes.
Why is that?
I think body count matters for women, and
Should.
it should,
Okay.
and not for men. Just based on the fact that more men would definitely be seeking sex workers. If that were the case, you also gotta think about like
Wait, I'm sorry. Could you just run that back one more time?
body count for women should matter, because if you're thinking about like the sex workers that, you know what I'm saying, like porn stars and stuff like that work in the industry, they would definitely be more exposed. Well, they are more exposed, and therefore, you know what I'm saying, you would have
Exposed to what?
I'm saying like they just have way more expose, period, you know what I'm saying, just like to the general public's.
You mean like their naked bodies?
Like straight up, you know what I'm saying, like themselves, like, you know what I'm saying, they're just more of a face card for those type
Face
of.
card.
Yeah.
You're saying like the general public will know that they fuck people?
No, I'm saying because like the general public knows who these people are.
Okay, so people will know that they fuck people on the internet, is what you're saying.
I'm saying that if it didn't matter, you would have those sex workers in more marriages than they are.
You would have really ate me up if that answers the question that I asked you.
Why should body count matter for women and not for men?
Should.
Why it should matter?
You're telling me, well, if it didn't, I'm not saying it doesn't. It does. A lot. I'm saying it shouldn't. Why should it?
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
I'm saying it shouldn't. I'm saying it should.
Yeah, why?
Yeah, I'm saying it definitely should. Well, I mean, you definitely got to look at the fact that like you wouldn't want somebody that you enter a marriage with to have been with like so many guys to the point where like maybe she's even been intimate with some of your friends, like, or in the friend, or like in your friend group or mutual friends.
Okay, so it should matter because men say it should.
Is that what is that what I'm saying?
The bed.
But look at the bomb.
Get your phone and press record. Get on the bed.
Look at like it's.
Listen, this is very wholesome. This is very wholesome.
I have my phone on me.
Fuck.
But look how pretty she is.
I know she looks beautiful.
Just the bump though.
Insane.
You look so pretty. The hourglass shape is crazy.
Really?
Yeah. Like the hips are hipping.
Yeah. When I was looking straight at the mirror, I was just like, man, you couldn't even see. Then I turned to the side and I was like, oh.
Plus it's in black too.
Mm-hmm.
She's so pretty. She's so pretty. Tell Ray how pretty she is
No,
right
but,
now.
oh my god! Like you can fully see the bump.
She's so pretty.
Here, guys, look. With the microphone. The bump.
Look at her.
How far along is she?
How far along are you?
34 weeks.
34 weeks. 34 weeks.
That big belly.
Indeed.
Congratulations.
They say congratulations, but also they're misogynist. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Oh.
They're right there.
Ooh. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I think that's her hand.
Yeah, I think so too. Girl, she migrating.
I know.
You better prepare yourself.
Hopefully it's not within these next 2 weeks.
Just like her dad, migrated.
Well, you already said you think she's gonna be early, right?
Yeah.
Moms usually know. You better prep that shit. Anyway. Hi. I forgot what we were talking about.
Yeah.
I want to give her head. Anyway. Sorry. I do you mind just...
You're fine. Go ahead, take a moment.
I'm taking several. You're gonna have to You're gonna have to remind me of what we were talking about because she was just so fine. I'm sorry.
Let me bring
It's
it
so
back.
hard being a queer these days. It's oh fuck. It's just you're just surrounded by pretty women and you just want to pin them down, you know. Anyway, and you know what, please remind me what we were talking about.
Yeah, sure.
I wish I was kidding. I dead ass do not remember. Fully.
I was saying, yeah, like your friend group is, it feels like, I feel like that plays a part. If she's been intimate with some of your, some of your friends or like even mutual friends between you guys.
Oh, this wouldn't be a body count thing. This would be your girlfriend is
Nah, I
is
mean,
fucking your friends.
nah, but what if she was fucking them before you guys got together?
Well, yeah, she could have a body count of 3, and 2 of those people could be your friends, and one of them could be you. I think 3 is pretty fucking low.
I mean, all I'm saying is,
Like the problem there wouldn't be body count. The problem is she's a homie hopper. That's a whole different issue.
no, but it's not though. It's the body count because I mean, it happens to be the body count she added are your homies, but you know what I mean. It's still a body count, and it still matters. And honestly, it probably not to her, definitely to the guy.
Well, yeah, but again, like the issue here would not be the amount of people. The issue would be who the people are. Like if
Right.
you don't want your girlfriend having previously fucked your friends, that's fine.
Right.
But that doesn't have to do with the number. It's because those 2 people were your friends. If those 2 people weren't your friends, why would you care?
You got a point. You got a point. You got a point.
I try. I be trying. I be attempting.
No, but I still feel like that it makes the possibility of, you know what I'm saying, you possibly messing with a friend, or let's say it's not even a friend, like it could be an enemy, you know what I mean? It could be a mutual, just a mutual, you know what I'm saying, person that you probably don't have any like firm relationship with, but you still.
How is it her problem she fucked her up? How is she supposed to know?
That's what I'm saying. You know, like if the body count wasn't as high, you know what I'm saying, the probability of that happening would, you know what I'm saying, would be less likely.
Okay, so wait, Tashika. Oh wait, you don't have pants on. She's here though. Say hi, Valentina. There we go. What's it called? I forgot. The screen kind of just reset my brain.
Yeah,
Well, I'm tired. I'm so sorry.
It is 1 o'clock in the morning right now.
Damn.
I got my
True.
ass out.
And do. In case y'all were wondering, that shit is still fat.
Oh my god.
You can't just announce that you have your ass
Save
out.
me from this.
What the fuck did you announce that you have your ass out for if you didn't want me to look at it? That's what I thought. Exactly. Okay, so not only does she have the bakery, she has a chain restaurant bakery.
Yo,
specifically.
stop, yo.
What? Sometimes it be jiggling. She advertised it to me. That's not my fault. Damn. Anyway, someone said proof. You're going to hell.
Yo.
Fuck. What? I don't know what we were talking about. I'm so sorry. Fine ass women keep walking in my room. I'm sorry. As y'all can see, my body count is in danger of rising. It'd be like that. I'm sorry. You need to lock your door. Why would I prevent the beautiful women from walking inside of my room? Would you do that? No, exactly. You You got the source. This bakery sound unreal. You're all going to hell, and I will be sitting right next to you with a freshly upholstered seat in red velvet. Oh, she's back.
What?
Hi, we were just talking about you. Oh,
There's the proof.
oh,
There's the proof. The proof is definitely in the pudding, for sure.
oh. Y'all, I might have to end the live early. I'm sorry. Like, we're not dating or anything, but we could. Threesome? Anyway. Fuck. You know what? You know what? You know what? You know what? I am gonna move on to the next guest only because I can't track up this conversation anymore. I can't do it.
And do your
I've
thing.
completely failed in tracking this conversation fully.
Do your thing.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
You can request another day when I'm not surrounded by very pretty individuals.
For sure. I'll be tuning in. This is my first time joining your live. It's definitely interesting.
I'm glad. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Yep.
Bye bye.
Deuces.
You know, you both distracted me from the live so much that I couldn't track conversation. Thanks. Thank you so much. Y'all, we'll probably do 2 more guests. Oh, I will tell Tashika you say hi when she comes back in here. Because she'll probably come back. Hello? Hazel. Hazel. Hazelite. Hazel Eilit. I feel like you and Sir Mix-a-Lot have a lot in common. What the fuck does that mean? What? What does that mean? Manny, please request. That's matter of fact. You know what? We need to discuss this. This needs to be discussed. There's no way in hell. Manny, I sent you personally an invitation. I sent you a personal invitation. Please hop on the live. Please. Por favor. Hop in this motherfucking live. Right now. Damn. They gone. Crazy work. What's your ethnicity? Just African American. I'm just a humble Negro. People keep asking me if I'm Somalian. I don't understand why. Okay, this person is not joining. Hello?
Hello,
Hi, how old are you?
I'm 29.
Okay. Do you think body count should matter for women but not for men?
Kind of.
Oh. Why?
I don't know, man. I just feel like, I don't know. I just feel like as a woman, you shouldn't be flinging it about so much, you know? I don't think men should, but I feel like as a woman, you need to hold it, and don't be giving it to everyone, you know?
But you feel this way more toward women for some reason?
I don't know if I feel, yeah, I guess so then, yeah. To be honest. Because I think it's a respect thing. I don't feel like it's very womanly to be... Okay, it depends what you mean. Because if I was sleeping with 10 people a night, do you not think that's a bit much?
I think like 10 different people a night?
Yeah, 10
Like,
different
yeah,
people.
on average, I think that would be like pretty abnormal. It might be like indicative of some kind of trauma that's been endured or like maybe that they're seeking something, but that doesn't mean they deserve to be like shamed or told your body count is too high, you're a whore, stop being a slut. I think you should refer them to a therapist. But I think this is the same for a man. This doesn't just apply to women.
I agree. I don't know why. Maybe someone said in the comments it's internalized misogyny, and maybe it is. That's maybe something I've got to work on, right? But I just believe as a woman, I don't think you should be feeling it. I don't think men should do it either, yeah? Don't get it twisted. I really don't. But I feel like in science and all that, like men, their testosterone and all that don't really help them, you know? Like, I don't wake up with a morning thing. I don't think about mashing every 3 seconds. Men do. They
Well,
shouldn't.
people don't necessarily wake up with a boner because they're horny. Like there's just blood flow there. Women also
Yeah.
get blood flow toward their vaginas, and actually the clit gets erect too. It's just harder to notice.
Yeah, I just think men and women are different, to be honest with you. And I just don't agree with women being like your body count. Do you know where it is? Yeah. There's a
My body
difference
count?
between a body count and right. So if I had a partner and I slept with him 100 times, and then someone slept with 100 men, I know it's the same, but it's different in my eyes.
No, yeah, but like for what? Like that's the question. Why?
Why do they sleep with the men? Because they want to.
Yeah, and why do men sleep with women? Because they want to. What's
So
the
you
problem when
don't.
women do it?
So you don't agree that it's wrong for women to be outside?
No. I don't think we should judge anyone for their body count.
I understand that, but I just wouldn't, even like regarding a man, like, I mean, I probably wouldn't care that much because it's really bad, I know. But I wouldn't want to get with a guy that slept with so many women, to be honest.
No, yeah, that's fine as long as you hold the exact same standard for both genders and not just one more than the other, because then you'd
No,
be a
yeah, I
hypocrite.
do hold one more than the other. Maybe I should change the way I view it, but I'm just being honest with you.
No, yeah, I appreciate the honesty. It's just if you don't have a reason to substantiate why, like, do you think you should just believe things with no reason?
Oh, someone said, Mo, that is true. Someone said men can get multiple women pregnant, therefore causes more damage. I
Well,
get
sure,
it.
but if you wear protection and are on birth control, this is very unlikely to be an issue.
I just think it's an issue because it's like, why are you sleeping with so much men? Like, what is wrong with you? Are you alright?
Because
Is everything good
it
at home?
feels nice.
Why can't you do it with one man?
Because some people like variety. Not every man is built the same. Some
Do you have
people
kids?
has no. I don't have kids.
Okay, this is just a question, right? How would you feel if you had a daughter or a son, but let's just go with the daughter since that just kept bringing home different boys every day? Like, every single day she's with a new man. Like, would you not be like, oh,
Well, I would
damn?
think that would be concerning if she's like younger, but it's not because she's a woman. It would again be because it could be indicative of some kind of like past abuse or trauma. So I
No,
would
let's
like
say
refer
she's
her
not
to a
young.
therapist.
Let's say she's 26. You got a daughter. She's 26 years old. She lives with you,
Is this
and
still
every time
like
she comes
a new
home,
man every day, or is it just like her body count over time?
you don't know what either gender of your child is. I don't know what you're talking about, but no, she's just outside. Like, she's just fun. She ain't been abused. She's just one of them girls. She just likes, like you said, variety, and
Oh, then that's
she
fine. If she doesn't have any like
really.
mental health issues, like as long as she's staying safe, I don't care.
See, I have a daughter and a son, right?
Yeah.
And I wouldn't want either of them to be bringing home multiple people, to be honest with you.
Well, yeah,
Like,
but
every day.
if you think again, if you hold this standard for both, then you're not a hypocrite, which means your view wouldn't be logically inconsistent. But if you think that it matters more for one or the other, that would be the issue. And you say that you do have that bias, but you're not explaining to me like why. You're just saying that you just do.
I don't know, maybe, I don't know, maybe it's internalized misogyny, to be honest, but I just think it's respect, like, as a woman. And do you know what? The more I speak, the more I see how stupid I sound, but the more I speak, the more I hear the nonsense coming out my mouth.
No, Oh, well, maybe.
No, because I do
Maybe.
have a daughter and I do have a son, and my son can't be coming home with multiple women. I'm not gonna lie to you. He better go find his own house to do all that.
She said, "Bet take that elsewhere."
Yeah,
All
like,
right.
so
Well,
maybe I do agree with both. I just feel like I've just been brought up, yeah, and my mind's been spun to think girls should not do that. Like, if you, not saying you can't sleep with people, but you need to, like, just chill a bit. But when I think about it, they all need to chill a bit, men too.
yeah, I was raised, me personally, again, I don't think it should matter for either as long as everyone's doing safe and consensual stuff. But if you think that it matters, then it should matter for both equally. I was also raised that like it should be for women more, but there's never been like a reason for that. They just say that it should be. But I don't like believing things without, like a rationale behind it.
Yeah, do you know what? Maybe I should think before I come up on a panel next time.
Well, no, this is not like I'm not here to admonish you or anything. Like this is a learning space. So honestly, good on you for like coming up and telling me about your opinion. This was very
Can I just
enlightening.
ask one question? Because everyone keeps saying it. I don't even know if I know what it means properly. But what is a misogynist? A misogyny?
Okay. So misogyny is basically systemic discrimination or hatred toward women. A
Okay.
misogynist is a person who does this to other people. Misogyny can be external or blatant. This is usually in like the form of like obvious slut shaming or saying that women should be delegated to certain stereotypical jobs like washing the dishes or taking care of kids or being a housewife, yada yada yada. Um, and internal misogyny would look more like let's see, like thinking that a woman is more knowledgeable in a male dominated field subconsciously. So like when you go to get your car detailed and there's a woman there, you trust the
Yeah.
man more inherently, even though you haven't
Okay.
met either of them before.
I get it. I get it. Well, I'm sorry. I have internalized misogyny, but I am going to work on that. But do you know, the more I spoke, honestly, I thought, shut up. The more I spoke, I thought, stop talking, please.
Well,
Yeah.
actually, you know what? Everyone has internalized misogyny. Like, I don't want you to think you're a bad person for this. Like, it's something that we all got to work on, myself included. But it's definitely a great first step to acknowledge that you have like internalized misogyny. So good on you, and I think you'll have a fine time unpacking it if you can admit that it's something that you need to work on.
Yeah, it is. And I appreciate you having me on your panel. Thank you.
Of course. Thank you for coming up, my love.
Okay. Bye, guys. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
I'm going to bring up one more person. Oh, well, I guess two. We'll see how this goes. We'll see. Also, y'all, follow me, fuck with me. Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal are in the bio. Give me money. Thank you. Hi, how old are you?
I'm 17. Is that good?
You gotta be 18. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Thank you for already following, Patrick, even though I know you and have your number and already know that you're following me. But thank you anyway. Hi. Patrick wants you to say hi. Well, there you go. Hi, how old are you?
Hi, can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
I am 55.
Okay. Do you think body he said close enough? Do you think body count should matter for women but not for men?
Yes, in this sense. The human race, in the human race, women and our children have been what has been considered to be precious about our human race. It's what we've always wanted to protect and cherish. Men die and do everything or unalive, sorry, just to protect women and children. And because it's that way, and it's always kind of been that way, we've, as men, have put women on a higher level than us. We see them on a higher have a higher standard than we have for ourselves.
Yeah, I think the
Sexually,
standard is harmful and dumb.
well, sexually, Men have always, we see each other, we know how each other is. We're all low by nature. We know it, and we don't deny it, and that's just kind of how we are. We're low by
What does that
nature.
mean?
Low means we will pretty much screw anything. I
Wow,
mean,
that's
we're-
dehumanizing as fuck.
it's I'm just being honest with you. That's why we can screw plastic and we have any kind of hole, you put it in. It's pretty sad. I mean, you got guys who make love to sheep, we're low like that. And it's just by nature we have this, we're driven by a feeling that we just want to get off, and it's low. It's very low. Okay, but we've never seen women this way. We see women as higher than that. We see women as better than that. And that's why we always want to protect them. And we want them, they're what's precious about us. Now, when we want to make things equal, if we see things as equal, women, we're never going to be better than that. We're always going to be low. Women would have to come down to our level. And women lose when they do that. Where they would be, when they come down and they start sleeping around just like guys do, like not caring, just wanting to get off just for feelings and stuff like that, we start seeing them the same way we see ourselves, as low. And we lose that respect that we've always had. That don't curse. There are women present. Remember those days? And men would stand up when women come to the table, because we would have that respect for them. All that would kind of be gone. We see them the same way as we see ourselves, just like creatures that want to just get off. So those days of women and children first will just become children first, and men and women will be the same. And we would just not have that same respect as we used to, because we like seeing women as something precious, something that doesn't just need to get off.
I'm going to explain to you why this is not only incredibly contradictory, but also harmful to you and men. Okay. Number one, to say that you view women as higher or to be put onto a pedestal is not something that women are asking for.
Sexually.
To put onto them. I don't really, sure, sexually. It's not something that women are asking for. So one, you're imposing a value onto women that they did not ask for, which is not consensual. And things not being consensual is pretty gross. Aside from that, how could you posture someone as higher than or above you while also finding an excuse to shame them? I feel like if you thought of someone with the deification that you claim to view women, then you wouldn't treat them like shit for not doing what you think they should do. That sounds like control to me, which is gross. But this also hurts men, because the way that you speak about other men as a man implies that they are like subhuman, or that they're incapable of controlling themselves, which dehumanizes men, but also excuses men for their deplorable behavior. Like, you shouldn't just say this is never going to change. That complacency is what leads to very bad things happening, like the justification of rape or assault, for example. If you really care about women as much as you claim to, and I'm not saying you do or don't, I don't think that telling women that they're better than you, but also you get to treat them like shit, and that men are lower than you, but you shouldn't expect better from them because they're lower than you, is helpful to literally anyone.
Well, I'm just telling you how over our history since the beginning, how it's been. And that's how it's
I
been.
know how it's been. I'm saying that's harmful and dumb.
Well, harmful, it may be, but it's that way. I mean, we're low like that. I mean, we basically masturbate with women's bodies. That's all it means to us sometimes, unless we're in love with someone.
Okay.
But
Do you
I mean,
think that should be the case?
no, we should all be seeing things how typically women throughout our human existence have seen things. They usually would look for the best person to procreate with, so we'll be selective about who we would do this with. But men have never really been that way. I mean, but women have been. They want to select the best person to make a child with, and they are picky about who they're going to sleep with. It wasn't just for a feeling. you know, just to get off and move to the next person. It was never that way.
So one, to act like most men are this way, I don't think that that's necessarily true.
Just throughout history, we've seen it to be that way. We're low by nature. We have to just conquer as
By
much
nature,
vagina as
though?
possible.
But by nature, like, what do you mean? What do you mean by that?
We're driven by a feeling. Like if we can do it, we probably will. I mean, if a
But
woman's
like,
there
how
and
is
she
that
said,
by nature? Like, why is that inherent?
well, it's nothing that's
Also, you're
just,
saying we. Are you also like this?
I know I am controlled by a religious boundary that denies me I am restricted from, but I am tempted. The temptation's always there to like if somebody's offering it to do it. The temptation is what what men in general and me included has to fight against to do what's right. But over time, I mean, from the beginning of time, that's why we have brothels just with women. We hardly ever would ever see a brothel with men in it and for women, right? I mean, this is a normal thing that's been going on since the beginning. I'm not saying it's right, but it's just how it's been. Just men just wanting to get off. That's a low way of life, but we can admit that we are that way, and we don't want to bring women down to that level where they're saying that they just want to get off now, and that's a modern way of
Sir,
thinking.
sir, it kind of just sounds like you're telling on yourself right now. I really don't see how this is true of most men.
Well, I'm saying men throughout history.
Well, yeah, men throughout history have thought this way, but you're acting like this is intrinsic, or like this is something that is like ingrained within them, like biologically. I see no proof for this.
The ones that don't do it are strong and fight against the temptations to do what's right, and I'm one of those people. But the temptation is there by nature
The temptation to treat women like objects?
not treat, just to get off, just to get off. That's why we masturbate all the time too.
Bro, speak for yourself. Speak for yourself, my guy.
I'm being
none of
honest.
what you are saying. I can tell because it's very embarrassing that you say we. I don't get anything of what you were saying.
Are you
need
honestly
help.
saying that if you go to the sex shops and you see plastic vaginas and blow up dolls and things like that, that men aren't like this?
Wait, you get turned on by looking at a fleshlight?
No, that's not what I mean. Now you're not being honest. Come on.
You're being too honest, my guy. I think you need to get a diary. Secrets need to be brought back.
You're saying men are not low by nature, and
They're not, unless
they're
you have
not.
stats to say otherwise. Like, do you have something indicating that the way that men act, like in regards to how they treat women, is
Why do they
inherent to
cheat
their
so much?
being?
Why do they cheat so much?
Because they view women as objects.
And why
They don't humanize
why
women.
we have the oldest profession being prostitution?
I don't think that's the oldest. It's
Is
one
this
of the
his
oldest. I wouldn't say it's the
Yes, it
oldest.
is.
Oh my gosh,
Why do you think?
Following?
dude,
Here you go.
dude.
Is
Here
it
you go.
teenagers?
No. Okay, so let's wake it up.
Bro, your
What's that?
temptation, my guy.
Let's wake it up.
Your temptation, my guy.
Let's continue to wake it up. Oh wow.
Temptation, you say, right?
Let's keep waking it up.
You've fallen for temptation, Craig.
I think
I don't understand what's
happened?
happening right
what
now.
happened to
That's
but
your
what happened to your
following,
religion
Craig.
though? Oh wow.
Religious boundaries, my guy?
How scandalous. How
I don't understand what's
Religious
happening.
boundaries?
That's your
what
following.
happened to the religious boundaries?
these girls?
Th-
That's
young.
what I want to know. 'Cause,
Young.
Like, as soon as he started saying that he had religious boundaries, I
This-
said, I gotta check that follow list.
This looks like a teenager.
What? What are
Probably
you
is.
talking
That
about?
looks like a teenager.
It's your
She looks
following,
17,
Craig.
bro.
I don't
But
understand what we're talking about.
let's keep
Sleeping with people.
let's keep
We're
going.
looking at your following since you have a religious standard,
Oh,
bro.
What? I don't get it. We're talking about having sex
religious
with
boundaries,
people.
my guy.
Where the
This is your
you
following.
know within the Bible it says that if you look at a woman with lust, you're supposed to gouge your eyes out, right?
Yeah.
Have you
Why
got
you
your
still
eyes
got your
out,
eyes?
Craig?
To like take out them eyeballs.
What'd you
my
stick out your
guy.
eyes for, bestie?
Oh no.
I'm
That's crazy
confused.
word.
Okay. I'm
It's
not
your
sure what.
following,
It's like
Craig.
the point that we're making here is you're condemning other men to like this idea that men are dogs or lowly, and you're speaking for the entirety of the male population when it kind of
But you're
just
just
sounds
speaking
like
for
you're
you.
talking about yourself.
You're dubbing on yourself. You ain't speaking about me. Don't say we. I don't
Yeah,
associate with
because
you.
my boyfriend, not like
You,
that.
you
My
don't
non-binary partner,
you
not
don't
like
think
that.
you don't
Patrick,
think
About how his
you don't
following
think
over
men
almost 6K that
damn,
he follows.
damn.
you don't think men sleep with people very easily.
I'm not saying that some men don't.
No, the majority. You don't think the majority of men
No,
sleep with
It's just
people
that
easily.
it's how
no.
like women
Why?
are following.
What do
You
you mean?
really don't believe
Why?
that?
It's just a
No.
you
They
thing.
have to just hate themselves.
Why?
I don't think you're being honest now.
Craig, I think you're being weird. Like, respectfully, I
Well,
think you are the
why
type of...
is your background saying you are specifically saying
Because
that
they
people
judge
think
women
that
for it.
you
Because they
think that
judge women for it. I
yeah, but
think that's bad.
you have that background because you think that people think that it's okay for men to sleep around as much as they want to, but not for women. You have that
Yes,
there.
that doesn't
Yes.
mean that most men sleep with every single person they lay eyes on. It
Well,
means
I
that if
didn't say they
someone
did. I
does
said
choose
they
to do,
have a
Yes, you did.
temptation.
You said
I
we
said the
fuck plastic.
temptation is
You
there.
said we fuck plastic.
We do.
No, I don't. Don't say we.
Well, I didn't say you, but we do.
You're saying
You
we.
don't see those things for sale?
Craig. Every time you want to say we, just say I.
I don't do that.
But you want to, obviously, because looking at your following.
I don't understand. Okay. None of those things ever sell. There's no plastic dolls anywhere for sale.
Okay.
There's none of that
Craig.
for sale. Nobody
Okay.
buys that stuff, right?
Craig, let me try and break this down to you in a way that I think emphasizes what we're trying to tell you. Okay, you saying that men are dogs or that men are
And I'm sure that's
lowly-
not the first time you've heard that.
lowly- I never said it was lowly. Lowly
Sexually
is
low.
crazy. I don't care
Just
about
you.
the context, but sure, let's put sexually in there, just for you. Saying that men are below women is not the serve that you think it is. One, because do you have a single piece of empirical data claiming that most men have sexual standards that are in the floor? No.
I think when you hear below women, you're misunderstanding. What I'm saying is
Do you
that
wanna look
we're
up the word
putting
lowly
women
for you?
higher. We're putting women at a higher level than us
Yeah, I'm
sexually.
saying that's gross. You
Higher
shouldn't do
level
that.
than us sexually.
That's gross.
Their
They're
standards.
weird.
Their
Putting the word
standards.
sexually in there does not help your argument. I already know we're talking about sex. I have the word body count above me. I know we're talking about sex.
Craig is one of those dudes that puts on one sock, then a shoe, then another sock, then a shoe.
What?
Hmm?
Is he gone? Is he still here?
He's muted. Invite him to
Oh.
unmute. I think he muted himself.
I'm back. Yeah, I was muted.
Oh, I don't think my mods fuck with you.
I don't.
We've gathered that, Patrick. I think.
All I'm
that's
saying is
pretty
women. We've, as men, have seen women
Craig,
as
you don't
higher.
have to keep repeating. You don't have to keep repeating yourself, Craig. I already know
Sexually
your argument.
selective.
I already know your argument.
Okay.
I'm saying that your argument dehumanizes men and non-consensually pedestals women to an unrealistic standard that they never asked for, which harms men and women. Because I'm going to
But aren't you
assume you're
looking for
not
the
doing this off of
reason?
study.
You said what's the
No,
reason why men don't
no.
want women to be
That's
sleeping
not what I'm
around? You're
asking
looking for
you.
the reason.
That's not even what I'm asking you. That's not
You're
even the
not looking
question
for
I'm
the
asking you to
reason?
answer. No.
It says, why should body count matter?
Hold on, Craig.
Should.
Craig, read it slowly.
Why should body count matter more for women, but not for men?
One very crucial word, Craig.
Should.
Well, what is it? Yes. What does
Yes.
should imply?
Yeah, but
Or rather, what is the difference between should and does?
well, one is how it is, and one should be whether it should. Well, I don't want to say should. If it needs to be that way, or if it's
Okay.
better to be that way.
Lovely. So why are you explaining to me why the world is the way it is? I'm asking you why it should stay this way, because I don't think it should.
Well, see, I'm referring to when the last lady that you were talking to, and she said, "Oh, I think women should not sleep around like that," and why and it matters more.
And she never gave me a reason why,
Right,
and then
right, and
conceived on
exactly
her own point.
that's exactly the point I'm making. She said, "I think it matters more to women, more for women than men."
Wait,
And then you
wait,
said,
Craig.
why? You said why? So I was thinking you were looking for a reason why.
No,
You said why, right? When she
I'm
said
not
that.
asking her why she holds the idea in general.
Yeah.
I'm asking why she only holds this idea for women and not men. I'm asking what the distinction is. That is your job. Why should the distinction be there? She got stuck at step 1. We're on step 2 now.
Right. I'm saying
Why should this be the case? I know why it is. Why should it be?
Well, so Craig, can I ask you a question?
yes.
Is coercion consent?
Coercion? Coercion
Yes.
implies like deception.
So if my girlfriend says no, I don't want to have sex, but I try to convince her to have sex with me, is that consent?
Convince her, like begging her or
Just
or
trying
doing
to be like,
things
oh,
to
come
make her
on, it'd
change
be
her mind,
fine.
that kind of thing.
Yeah. Yes. Yes or no, is that consent? If I coerce her, just reading the comments in one of your videos, it's very concerning.
No, she has to always make her own decision.
So if
What
I
the fuck is the
convince
comment?
her,
Huh?
a lot of people saying
What?
coercion is not consent, and
Coer-
saying he's a red flag. Were you on a debating this in like January, February, March, April?
Debating what? Consent?
Yes.
I don't remember. I don't know. I'm on here a lot. What was that? What was the topic of the debate?
I'm just looking at the comments in your thing, like, and so I wanted to ask if I convinced my girlfriend to have sex with me, even though she said no in the begin with, is that consent?
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. No, that wasn't the debate. The debate was my wife. I'm married.
Yeah.
Do you want me to explain what we were talking about? It wasn't a consent thing. It was one evening. I was me and my wife were here at the house, and we have a very playful relationship, and it's really nice, and everything is cool. And on Fridays we usually make love, and I was kissing her, and she says, "You know, honey, I'm not really in the mood tonight." And so I said, "Oh, okay. Well, how about this? and I went into the bathroom and got some lotion to give her a foot massage and she loves my foot massages. So I said, okay, I'll just give you a foot massage. And I gave her a foot massage, and she said, and she kicks off her shoes and everything, and she kicks her feet like kind of like a kid would do or something, happy to get a gift or something. So I'm massaging her feet, and she's loving it. And she says, my shoulders are sore also. Can you massage my shoulders? And I said, okay, no problem. She takes down her shirt, and then I gave her a back massage right in the middle, like at about 15 minutes after I was into the massage with her. She rolls over, grabs my face, and starts kissing me. We make love after that. So that was basically what happened. The people on the live were saying I should have never given her the foot massage. That was like I should have just taken like her saying, no, I'm not in the mood, and just left it alone and didn't do anything after that.
Patrick, when I catch you, Patrick.
I regret asking.
Patrick, when I catch you, Patrick. I'm
so sorry.
Patrick, I'm gonna block you, Patrick. I will never forgive you for this. I
block me too.
Unironically was about to start crying. I was going to start crying tears of uncomfortability, Patrick.
I'm so sorry. No, wait, Calamity. Yes, I did do something wrong. I very much did do something wrong.
You know what? I think that's enough live streaming for today. No more. I don't go fuck.
Oh my god.
No more.
Oh my god.
No.
You couldn't waterboard that out of me. You couldn't waterboard.
Why do you keep calling it making love?
He's married with a following like that?
True. You know what? Thank you all
If
for
she's
being
open
here.
to it, that's fine, but
No more. Anyway. Not Caro muting you.
He's like.
Anyway.
I asked because I was curious.
Curiosity killed the motherfucking cat, Patrick.
And it killed me.
Yeah, dead ass. Anyway, good night, everyone. I'm going to sleep and to talk to my psychiatrist.
You're gonna get nightmares about foot rubs.
And it's all your fault. I'm sending you an invoice for my next appointment. Anyway.
Our therapy's free in Australia, suck shit. For people under 25,
He said
it's free.
therapy's free in New Zealand. Suck shit.
Australia. I'm in New Zealand.
Okay, I'm so sorry, Australia. After you traumatized me, I'm sorry for not getting your place of residence right. Anyway.
Yeah, under 25, you get therapy free.
I know Koala Hugger ain't talking.
Koala Hugger is crazy fucking work.
I don't hug them, they have chlamydia.
He said I don't hug them, they have chlamydia. There it is. Anyway. Bye-bye. I'm going to sleep. And to the person who keeps saying he defended his accusation and he did a good job. No one said he didn't do a good job. He was also cringe as fuck and made me incredibly uncomfortable. So. Anyway. Hi y'all. Follow me if you don't already. I will maybe debate tomorrow. Maybe.
When you
galdayn adeer soddon
اوكي فيري
daqiiqo
بقول كنت كوي شيء سن وكاور غاري حكماوي
ها marka inaadeer ama iga tuurde ama iga aamusi
ugu daraya
war ma lay maqlaa aniga ma lay maqlaa warniyo maxay tahay
soddon daqiiqo
dabaalka سعيدو حكماوي بقول 15 soo marayo gaar hayana 15 uu marayo bu xikmaawi wixii boqol ka taka loo fasaxo
ay limitka asagoo boqol ogaa oo boqol baa lagu soconayaa oo
xikmaawi waa soconi uu gaarayo way ku heshiyeen kadib ninkii uu gaara 115 asagoo maraya ba gaar hayo loo yimid
waa gartay
hal mar ba 165 la geeyay oo 5 libax loo diray
marka xikmaawi boqol ka taka uu ogolaa Soomaa
xikmaawi wuxuu taagan yahay ma dhamaanba
maxaa dhamaan
hal lagu daru leeyahay limidkii
boqol ka taka uu fasax buu yiri
ii fasax buu yiri 150 daan gaarna iga turbu yiri hayabaatay ugu socday maag buuna igu socday
kama dhigina boqolkii soo man xidhin anigu 15 maan dhaafinaya way dhamaatay shaqadaas
orada waa ka guuleystay mudgal waale daaseed loo dhagaysa marka ha 30 daqiiqo dabaaldeg aan leeyahay meeshan walaalow haddii ay sabaashu dhinac ka rarne halkaas boqol iyo konton baa ku heshiiyey
gaarhayo
laba boqol haddii laga dhigo maxaa faa'iida
xikmaawiyow caaqil waa qaadee xikmaawi 200 ma ka dhignaa limidka mise halkaasaan ku joojinaa xikmaawi weydii horta inuu kuu raaco dee
tadu gacanta kula jiraa muxuu ka dhigi karaa miskiin ku dhaay waa la saane qofka ka waarasaan baa noo soo kaxaysa
horta problemka jira waxay tahay ninkan
adeer ma kala baxay tan imika lagu kala baxaya ku dar inaad ma maqlaysaa
meeqaan ka dhiga xikmaawiyow
ya
meeqaan ka dhiga
ya
300 ka dhigo gamay 300
200 konton ma ka dhiga ama 300 200 waxba kama dhimane maxaan ka dhiga
200 baa ka dhigaysaa
200 waxba kama dhimane
250 bay noqonaysaa 200
250 noqonaysaa
250
mee fogaada marka
وبالله
ما هو وقرأ زمان 250
ما هو اوكي بقى كنت اسمع
250 اسكيب فوق هذا تور مركه تور
هنا نك سوق ده gaarayo su ku dhaninka ninki ma naga confirm qaadnay hadigdegin inaad u sheeg ha degdegin ku dhasug
ma xigmaawe maxaa limidka laga dhigaa maxaa ogasha